Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Timo Parker. I'm a vocal coach and I'm here to help you to improve your singing voice. In today's video, I want to talk about a question that I get a lot, which is how long does it take to become a great singer? And I also want to include another question that I get quite frequently, which is how long does it take to see results from vocal training? So let's start with the second question first. And the answer is it is highly depending on you. It depends on how often you practice, how effective your practice time is, and also how your body reacts to training, in particular to vocal training. Because if you're watching this channel, you know that training your voice is about isolated muscle movements and relaxation. Your body and specifically your muscles need time to adapt to this training. And unfortunately, a lot of people are striving for instant results when it comes to singing, but we have to understand that this is a process and it takes time and training to improve. It is pretty similar to building a great physique. You won't have a well-trained body just because you went to the gym once. It takes years of training to get there. And also the progress you make won't always be so obvious to you because you see yourself every day in the mirror. But then if you, for example, compare pictures from 6 months ago or even a year, you see your progress and your results. And this is the same thing when it comes to singing. Because most of the times the progress we make is so insignificant in the moment that we don't realize that we are actually making progress. But if more time passes and we stay persistent, we can observe huge changes in our voice. Sometimes weeks can pass and you have the impression you don't really make progress, but then when you listen back to older recordings, you realize, wow, I really brought my singing to the next level. And that's why it is so important to also document your journey and record yourself. Because this is where you can really measure your progress if you listen to a recording that is 6 months old or even a year old, and you can see that you can do things all of a sudden that you couldn't do before. And there will be times where you seem to plateau for weeks or even months, and then you have this breakthrough day where everything comes together and you have this click moment. For most people, it would take 3 to 5 years of persistent and effective voice training to build a solid foundation. You will notice that you have less limitations and you also will be able to sing more challenging songs. But a great voice technique doesn't necessarily mean that you're per se a great singer. I would say that a great technique is just one pillar, a very powerful one, but just one out of 3 that we need to master in order to get good at singing. The technique can just help you to express yourself freely and remove any limitations that you have, but it is not everything. But let's talk about a different pillar, musicality. You have to be able to sing in tune and also sing rhythmically accurate. And even though I think it is helpful to know some music theory, the truth is, as singers, we don't really need to know it, but what we need is a great ear. We need to be able to pick up melodies and create our own. And this is a total different skill set that we have to master in order to become good at music. But anyhow, the first 2 pillars don't mean a thing if you don't have a message or if you can't express your emotions. If you have a strong message and you know how to transport your feelings, you can get away with the fact that you might not be the best singer when it comes to technical terms, or you still have a lot of gaps to fill when it comes to music. And sure, at the end it can help you to sound better, but it doesn't change the message or the way how you transport it. And these are 3 very different skill sets that we have to acquire, and there will never be a real finish line. Because this is a lifelong journey, and this is maybe also the beauty of it, that we can always learn and progress. And this journey will be different for everyone. Maybe it takes you just 5 years to get to a level where you're really great. Or maybe it's a decade, 15 years, 20 years, who knows? And it also really doesn't matter. Because if you have your own definition on what it means to be a great singer, you can actually work towards your goal. And then you're on the right track, on the right path. One thing is for sure though, it takes a great deal of dedication and persistence, and it's a marathon at the end. You need the long breath. So it doesn't really make sense to rush the process because there will be enough time. A friend of mine always says you can either do it fast or you do it right. And doing it right in this case means taking your time, developing the skills you need to become the best version of yourself or the version you want to be, and work towards the goal without time pressure. Because most of the times the shortcuts that we want to take lead to the fact that it takes longer because we have to reverse the actual action of the shortcut and then take the right path. And there will be up and downs in your journey. Big up and downs. And that's completely normal. At the end, the most important thing is that you enjoy making music and that you enjoy singing. Because if you make this process enjoyable from day one, it leads to the fact that you want to practice, you want to spend more time with music and with singing. And this will help you to make quicker progress. And with any skill that we learn, if we dedicate more time to it and we also enjoy it, we will ultimately grow. And regardless of what your goal is, I'm convinced that we can all get there if we put our mind to it and we know exactly what we want. So don't rush things, take your time, enjoy the process. This way you're winning from day one. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I have more voice content planned on this channel, so make sure you're not missing out on it. And also, if you haven't checked out my playlist about essential voice anatomy, head over, I'm gonna link it here, so you can learn more about your voice. I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.